Imagine for a moment that at the age of 14, you had to drop out of school because your family could not afford to feed you, let alone pay for your education. The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind tells the story of William Kakwamba, a young boy from a small rural village in Malawi. Malawi, or the warm heart of Africa, is a country of vast rolling corn and tobacco fields, long winding dirt roads, and famously friendly people. It is a place ruled more by superstition and magic than by science, and is also one of the poorest countries in the world, facing one of the highest HIV infection rates. During 2002, suffering one of the worst droughts and famine in its history, Malawi became a desert. A nation dependent on the rainy season to bring crops for both food and money was devastated. The rains never came. People were facing the toughest times they had ever seen, struggling just to feed themselves. William, at 14, was forced to drop out of school as his family could no longer afford his school fees, a total cost of $80. Fueled by boredom and a burning desire to continue learning, William visited the small community library in his village, and going through the scarce selection of books they had, came across an old science textbook. The book, Using Energy, briefly described windmills and how they worked. Intrigued by the idea, and inspired by what he felt to be the answer to his village's problems, William began building his own, and bringing what only 2% of Malawians had ever experienced into his community: electricity and running water. For the next several months, with only a grade 8 education, using scraps of metal he gathered from the local junkyard, a tractor fan, a bicycle tire, and a textbook written in a language he could barely speak, William set out against all odds and the ridicule of his own countrymen to change the lives of himself, his family, and his village forever. This book tells his story.